Let's be honest, we've all been there. It's 5:45 p.m. Dinner is supposed to be at 6 p.m., and suddenly your sweet child transforms. We hear whining, we see tears, maybe even a good old-fashioned tantrum. Sound familiar? It's the dreaded hangry monster rearing its head. But guess what? You've got this. We're going to break down exactly what's happening in those little bodies and, more importantly, give you super practical, actionable strategies to handle it, like the amazing parent you are. We're talking about setting those little tummies up for success all day long so you can say goodbye to the hangry meltdowns. Okay, so let's start with the foundation. Just like any strong structure, a solid foundation is key. Imagine a house built on solid ground versus one built on sand. The one on solid ground stands firm, weathering storms and staying strong. Which one is going to weather the storms better? Of course, the one with the solid foundation. You know it, the one on solid ground. This principle applies to many aspects of life, including our children's eating habits. Think of your child's eating schedule the same way. A well-structured routine can provide the stability they need. A predictable routine is that solid ground. It gives them a sense of security and helps them understand what to expect. When kids know what to expect and when to expect it, they're much better equipped to manage their hunger. They can anticipate meal times and snacks, reducing anxiety around food. It's like having a superpower against those meltdowns. Knowing that food is coming at regular intervals can prevent those hunger-induced tantrums. We're talking about 3 meals a day and 2 snacks strategically placed in between. This structure helps maintain energy levels and keeps hunger at bay.
Now, I know what you might be thinking. My child will never go for that. But hold on. It's natural to have doubts, especially if your child is used to a different routine. Remember, kids thrive on routine even if they seem to resist it at first. It might take some time, but consistency will pay off. Think about it. When they were babies, we had a pretty predictable schedule around feeding, right? We knew when they needed to eat, and they adapted to that schedule. And for the most part, they adapted. They learned to expect food at certain times, which helped them feel secure. The same principle applies here. Consistency is key. Over time, your child will come to understand and expect the routine.
When your child knows that a snack is coming up after playtime, they're less likely to beg for snacks all day long. They learn to wait and understand that food will be available soon. This isn't about deprivation. It's about setting them up to understand their body's cues and develop a healthy relationship with food. It's about teaching them patience and self-regulation. It's about empowering them to say, you know what, I'm feeling a little hungry, but I know snack time is coming soon so I can wait. This self-awareness is crucial for their development.
Now I get it, life happens. There will be days when their routine gets disrupted, and that's okay. We're not aiming for perfection here, but aiming for consistency most of the time. It's about creating a reliable structure that your child can count on. So if you're thinking, Dr. Becky, you haven't met my picky eater, hear me out. Even picky eaters can benefit from a consistent routine. This routine isn't just about preventing hunger, it's also about helping your child learn to eat at meal times. It teaches them that there are specific times for eating and that they can trust those times. When we graze all day long, our bodies never get the signal that it's time to really fuel up. This can lead to constant snacking and never feeling truly satisfied. But when we have designated meal and snack times, our bodies start to anticipate and regulate hunger more effectively. We learn to recognize true hunger and respond to it appropriately.
This is crucial for kids of all ages, but especially for those picky eaters. A routine can help them feel more secure and open to trying new foods. Think of it this way. If a child is constantly snacking, they're never going to be hungry enough to really dive into a meal, even if it's their favorite food. They need to experience true hunger to appreciate mealtime. But if they come to the table with a little bit of an appetite, they're more likely to try new things and actually eat a satisfying amount. This can lead to a more varied and balanced diet.
Remember, this isn't about forcing your child to eat everything on their plate. It's about offering a variety of foods and letting them choose what and how much to eat. It's about creating a structure that allows their natural hunger cues to guide them. This helps them develop a healthy relationship with food and their bodies. And trust me, when kids are truly hungry, they're much more open to trying new foods and expanding their palates. This can lead to a more adventurous and enjoyable eating experience for the whole family.
All right, let's talk snacks. Snacks are an essential part of our daily routine, especially for our little ones who are always on the go. Snacks are not the enemy. In fact, they're our allies in the fight against hunger. They can be a great way to keep energy levels up and mood stable throughout the day. But not all snacks are created equal. It's important to be mindful of what we're choosing to fuel our bodies with. We want to choose snacks that are going to stick with our kids, keep those little bellies feeling full and satisfied, and provide sustained energy. This means looking for snacks that are not just tasty but also nutritious. Think of it like this: we're not just looking to quiet the hangry monster for a few minutes, we're aiming to keep it away for good. This requires a bit of planning and understanding of what makes a snack truly beneficial.
So, what makes a snack a super snack? It's all about the right combination of nutrients. We're looking for a dynamic duo protein and carbohydrates. These two components work together to provide both immediate and long-lasting energy. Protein is like the building block of energy, and carbohydrates provide that quick release of fuel. Together, they create a balanced snack that can keep kids going strong. Think of it like this. Protein is the slow-burning log in the fireplace, keeping things warm and cozy for hours, providing a steady stream of energy. While carbohydrates are the kindling that gets the fire going strong, they provide that initial burst of energy needed to get started.
Now let's get practical. How do we apply this knowledge in our daily lives? What does this look like in real life? It means making thoughtful choices when it comes to snack time. Instead of reaching for that bag of chips or that sugary juice box, let's think about options like apple slices with peanut butter, whole grain crackers with cheese, or yogurt with berries. These options are not only delicious but also packed with the nutrients needed for sustained energy. See the difference? These snacks offer that winning combination of protein and carbohydrates, keeping those energy levels stable and those hangry meltdowns at bay. It's all about making smarter choices that benefit our health in the long run.
And here's a little bonus tip. Involve your kids in the process. When children are part of the decision-making, they're more likely to enjoy and appreciate the snacks they help choose. Let them help choose snacks at the grocery store or even get involved in preparing them. This can be a fun and educational activity that teaches them about nutrition and healthy eating habits. This not only makes them feel empowered, but it also increases the likelihood that they'll actually eat what's been prepared. Plus, it's a great way to spend quality time together as a family.
Remember, we're not striving for perfection here. It's about making better choices more often than not. There will be days when a store-bought granola bar is the best we can do, and that's okay. It's all about balance and doing the best we can with what we have. The key is to make mindful choices most of the time, and those small changes can make a world of difference. By focusing on nutritious, balanced snacks, we can fuel our kids for success and keep those energy levels steady throughout the day. Chapter 3: Tuning In, teaching kids to listen to their bodies. We've talked about the importance of routine and the power of nutritious snacks. But now let's dive into a crucial aspect of managing hunger, teaching our kids to understand and respond to their body's cues. This is not just about hunger, but also about recognizing when they are thirsty, tired, or need a break. It's about holistic body awareness.
This is where the real magic happens. When children learn to listen to their bodies, they become more in tune with their needs and can make better choices for themselves. We want to empower our children to become intuitive eaters, meaning they learn to recognize when they're truly hungry, when they're comfortably full, and how to honor those signals. This skill will serve them well throughout their lives, helping them maintain a healthy relationship with food and their bodies.
Think about it. Our bodies are incredibly intelligent. They send us signals all the time, telling us what we need. It's like having an internal compass guiding us. They know what they need and when they need it. For example, a growling stomach signals hunger, while a feeling of fullness tells us to stop eating. Our job as parents is to help our children tap into that innate wisdom. We can do this by modeling the behavior ourselves and encouraging them to pay attention to their body's signals.
One of the most powerful things we can do is to avoid pressuring our kids to eat more than they need. This can be challenging, especially when we worry about them getting enough nutrients. I know it's tempting to urge them to finish those last few bites. But here's the thing, when we do that, we're essentially overriding their internal fullness cues. This can lead to overeating and a disconnect from their body's natural signals. Instead of saying, just 2 more bites, try this. It seems like you're full.
This approach respects their ability to listen to their own bodies. It's okay to stop eating when you're full. This simple acknowledgement can help them trust their own hunger and fullness cues. This simple shift in language can make a world of difference in helping our kids develop a healthy relationship with food and their bodies. Positive communication about food is key.
Another helpful strategy is to involve our kids in the meal planning process. This can be a fun and educational activity. Ask them what they'd like to eat for dinner, or have them help choose fruits and vegetables at the grocery store. This involvement gives them a sense of ownership and responsibility. This not only gives them a sense of control, but also makes them more invested in trying new foods and listening to their bodies. It can be an adventure to explore new tastes and textures together.
Remember, learning to eat intuitively is a journey, not a destination. It's a process that takes time and patience. There will be ups and downs, successes and setbacks. It's important to be patient and supportive throughout this journey. But by creating a supportive and encouraging environment, we can empower our children to develop a positive and healthy relationship with food for life. This means being there for them, offering guidance, and celebrating their progress.
So there you have it. Practical, actionable strategies to tackle those hangry meltdowns and raise intuitive eaters. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's about progress. Every step you take towards establishing a predictable routine, choosing nourishing snacks, and encouraging your child to listen to their body is a step in the right direction. You've got this, parents. And remember, you're not alone on this journey. We're all in this together.